The Lantern of Courage. In the quiet village of Willow Glen, nestled in a valley surrounded by misty mountains, a peculiar legend was whispered among its people. It was said that deep in the forest, beneath the oldest tree, lay a lantern that could only be lit by someone with a truly brave heart. The Lantern of Courage, as it was called, glowed with a golden light so pure that it could chase away any darkness, fear, or doubt. 12-year-old Eleanor, with her coppery red hair and sparkling green eyes, was known for her curiosity and unshakable determination. While others treated the legend as a mere tale, Eleanor believed it was real. One misty morning, after packing her satchel with a loaf of bread, a flask of water, and her lucky compass, she ventured into the forest to find the lantern. The forest was unlike anything she had imagined. Towering trees formed a canopy so dense that sunlight barely pierced through, leaving the ground bathed in dappled shadows. Strange bird calls echoed above, and the air smelled of damp moss and wildflowers. Despite the eerie quiet, Eleanor pressed on, her compass swinging with each step. After hours of wandering, Eleanor encountered her first challenge, a rickety rope bridge swaying over a roaring river. Taking a deep breath, she told herself, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to face it." Slowly, she inched across, gripping the ropes tightly. With every creak and groan of the wood, her heart pounded, but she made it safely to the other side. Further into the forest, Eleanor faced a snarling wolf blocking her path. Its amber eyes glinted in the dim light, and its growl sent shivers down her spine. Instead of running, Eleanor crouched low, speaking softly to the creature. "I mean no harm," she whispered, pulling out a piece of bread from her satchel. The wolf sniffed, then took the offering before vanishing into the trees. Finally, as twilight began to fall, Eleanor stumbled upon the ancient tree. Its gnarled roots twisted into the earth, and its trunk was wide enough to house a family. At its base sat the legendary lantern, dull and lifeless. As Eleanor reached out, a booming voice filled the clearing. "Who dares disturb my rest?" The voice belonged to an enormous shadow, its shape shifting like smoke. "I am Eleanor," she said, her voice steady. "I seek the Lantern of Courage." The shadow laughed. "And what makes you think you are worthy?" Eleanor clenched her fists. "Because courage isn't about never being afraid. It's about facing your fears and doing what's right, even when it's hard. I've crossed a bridge that terrified me, faced a wolf, and came here knowing I might fail." The shadow paused, then dissolved into a gentle breeze. The lantern flickered to life, glowing brighter than the stars above. Eleanor felt a warmth spread through her, filling her with unshakable confidence. She carried the lantern back to Willow Glen, where its light became a beacon of hope for anyone struggling with fear. From that day on, Eleanor was celebrated as a hero, not just for finding the lantern, but for teaching her village the true meaning of courage. Like and subscribe to hear more stories like this daily.